Game 2 of this best of 3 series between Wheel Wreck While Whistling, which is a really hard team name to say, and I think they should change it, and Notoday, the Peruvian squad here, hoping to pull it out, make it maybe a 1-1 at least, and hopefully a 2-1 victory to actually move on in the joinDOTA Pro League Season 2. If they don't, if they lose here, then they're out of it for good for this season, so not what they want. And yeah, Turbo, he's my co-caster for the night once more for this game 2 as well. I don't know, I seem to remember Notoday being better than this. I mean, they actually... honestly, in the last game they looked really... I don't know.
Holy shit, man, you're gonna get blamed so hard.
I'm sorry, but...
what a way to open. I mean, yeah, I agree. They played really well in the past. They got to the first land.
I mean, in the I-League 3 even, that's the most recent matchup up against Wheel was in the I-League 3 qualifiers, and they won 2-1. So it's not like these teams are on a whole different level, theoretically. That wasn't too long ago. It was earlier this month. So what do you think is going on with Notoday?
Could just be that their strat didn't work out. Like, some things work well in theory. Maybe you have a few scrims and you say, like, yeah, this could work. Like pulling out the Necrophos last pick. Maybe they've experimented with it and had good success, or maybe Van was just like, man, give me the Necrophos, like, we can do this. Some players are notorious for that, like Arteezy with his Lycanthrope at the last Star Ladder EG attended. Where, like, the drafter will say, what can I get you that'll, like, allow us to win? And they'll say, like, give me this. Sometimes it doesn't work out. And that's probably just one of those cases. And we'll see if they can pull it back game 2. For all, like, I do a lot of flaming of teams, Notoday being one of them. But I genuinely think that they're a good team. They have a lot of potential. It's just up to them to realize it. And... that first game maybe wasn't such a great indicator, but in the second game they open with a pretty potent combination. Try and pull it together.
Yeah, the Clockwork Skywrath, I mean, you see it sometimes, and when it works, when they actually get this combination, which is relatively easy to pull off if you land that hookshot in the first place and the Skywrath is anywhere near in the vicinity, then yeah, the Cogs are pretty much an arena for that Mystic Flare to go off. About as good of a setup as any here, together with battery assault and everything else that the Clockwork has inherently. And you only have to be careful not to run into a blade mail if you catch someone like an axe, for example. But apart from that, that should allow you to blow up someone and then maybe isolate the team fight, or isolate part of the team fight. You know, isolate one half of the team from the other, and then command and conquer, or divide and conquer, I should say.
Yeah, the main difference I see here with their strat, because like they had a similar idea with the last game where it's like, hey, we're gonna get our heroes in, we get out, we get in, we blow somebody up, and then we get out. Although their heroes were a little more item dependent, they needed the Necrophos to get his levels and farm, to jump in with the scythe. I don't think we saw a single scythe kill that game. Whereas in this case, the Clockwork, as soon as he hits level 6, you've basically got what you need. You can just hookshot in, and it's entirely dependent on your ability to hit those hooks. And then the Skywrath Mage, of course, needs to be level 6 as well, so they'll need to... I like this decision here by them to draft the Juggernaut and the Lion, because as we saw last game, Juggernaut just goes into the jungle, and then one of the supports can take over to get XP. I think in this situation, they'll be a little torn between the Lion and the Skywrath Mage, like who gets it. I think ultimately maybe the Lion, but having that kill potential with the Skywrath Mage at level 6 is actually really good.
On the other hand, if you get the Lion to level 6 early, you also have the same kind of kill potential as well from his ultimate. So
yeah, this is just higher cooldown.
Yeah, higher cooldown, and
160
you don't have that,
seconds is really serious.
That's true, and you don't also have that science, that magic damage amplification to go with it that a Skywrath Mage can provide you with.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I would agree. But what I do like the Lion for is his skills up against the Naga Siren. no matter how tanky these illusions get, you're always going to be able to pop them pretty damn quickly with the hacks as well as the 5-second cooldown mana drain later on. So you do have the potential to start and fight up against the Nagasaran illusions at the very least. Doesn't mean that you're necessarily able to push past them and get the actual Nagasaran if it comes at a point where she gobbles up the entire map.
And I like this Naga pick a lot. They don't even have to run it as a core. Like, they could easily do this support Nagasaran if they feel. The entire point of it here is just to the ability to disengage. Like, she just lets the song go. Disruptor can send people back if he needs to. Like, if the Nagasaran gets caught by the clockwork, then just send him back. Then Nagasaran can disengage with the song. They all run away. And then Axe can be set up for a good call, too.
Another thing they can do is, with the song, not just disengage, but also, if they can time it well, with the Juggernaut spin, they might just be able to isolate him as well with the net. Make sure that he can't really do anything and get him instead, while the rest of his team can't really do anything about it as well. It's a little bit harder to pull off, and not as reliable as using the song to just bail out. But it's something to look out for as well. I mean, same goes for BKBs if Juggernaut and Clockwork end up picking those up.
Yeah, this game will probably go pretty long. As is, I mean, either with the Nagasaran game, it's either you get stomped, or you go late, you go the distance. And against this draft, like, Shadow Fiend and Juggernaut kind of fall off a little bit in the late game compared to Naga. Like, not to say that they're weak by any means, but it's just comparatively.
Yeah, I would agree. Problem is with Naga, you don't only have to deal with the hero itself, you also have to deal with the illusions that can become quite strong and can do quite a bit of damage here with Diffusal Blades and all of that cool jazz. I mean, as I mentioned, you do have the line to try and deal with that a little bit. But the problem is just, and still getting to the Naga. Even you can be as farmed as you want, and you can have all the lines in the world, you still need some time to deal with the illusions, and by the time you get rid of them, then the Nagasaran will be far away already again.
So, it's a good draft overall by Wheel. We saw them ban the Nagasaran last game, and we'll see Sleazel's proficiency with the hero here.
Yep. Yeah, they have quite some time to think about the last pick. They're looking for a mid, maybe, unless they want to run a Naga there.
Naga mid against Shadow Fiend, I don't think so.
Really, yeah.
I'm not personally fond of it.
What do you think about Lina mid up against Shadow Fiend and then pick up another support?
The increased range that Lina has against the Shadow Fiend is actually really good, because then you don't have to run up to the wave and potentially tank a few raises unnecessarily. So Lina could be good, and I think that's how they'll choose to run it, because Lina and Disruptor as supports is really it's really weak, especially against the Clockwork, I think.
That's not the most reliable. I mean, Disruptor, if you manage to use the Glimpse as a setup for a Light Strike array, then that should go on a highlight reel on YouTube.
It's rough.
Yeah.
But
10 seconds to go.
They will use their last pick here. I think it'll be a support.
5 seconds.
Oh no.
Okay.
Forget that.
Is that a support
what I
Naga,
said.
maybe even?
No, I think it's mid.
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think they're gonna run support Naga.
It would make a lot of sense. I mean, Relic on Lina. That does make a lot of sense as a matchup up against a Shadow Fiend. It, also Dragon Slayer just to harass a little bit more reliably than Shadow Fiend can do with the raises. You don't want to put a low range hero like Luna or Nagasaran up against that, not without a Wisp as backup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a support Naga, and yeah, as you mentioned before, not unheard of support Nagas to still go into that core role. I mean, if the game goes long enough, and if they just say, all right, Goody, we need you to just go AFK for 20 minutes, farm up your Radiance, and then farm up a little bit more, so we secure the late game. It's definitely a viable option.
Being able to transfer the Naga support into a carry, if the game does end up going that long, but by the looks of it, they don't want it to go that long, as 2 of the players from Notoday do not connect They don't pick their heroes. I'm actually gonna have to use this pause to go take care of something. My dog is distressed.
Yeah, no problem. Alright, as we wait for Notoday as well as Turbo to come back, and take a quick look at the lineups on the side of Wheeland anyway. Got Sleazel here on the Luna, Relic playing the Lina in outside of mid, Derp supporting on the Disruptor, Ike's Mike playing the Axe. Who else? Yeah, who else is better than him for this job? And Goody on the initially support Nagasara here, presumably. On the other side, we've got Valkyria standing now on the Clockwork, Shadow Friend being played by Smash, Me Pastor, etc. PP. Van actually on the Lion right now. They might just switch that up a little bit and Stinger on the Scarab Mage, Ifrit on Juggernaut.
The dog has been calmed.
Yeah, and everyone connected, so.
Okay, good.
I don't think they all have the proper heroes just yet, but.
Well, I mean, the Mysticow disappeared. He,
Yeah.
I don't know if you mentioned it already. I guess he was kicked from the team. Like, your draft was horrible, man. You're off. You're off the team. So we'll see if they can survive without their captain.
Well, they say Dota teams rosters change pretty damn quickly, but usually not that quickly, but who knows what happened to him. Maybe he has a dog as well and he has to take care of him. Who knows. But yeah, we've got Valkyria here, which is another hard name to say, and I'm constantly going to pronounce it wrongly, so just as a heads up. He's going to be playing the Clockwork here in the offlane, it seems. Yeah. So not switching the heroes around, which means, yeah, Stinger on the Scarab Mage, if it stays on Juggernaut, puts Van on the Lion.
So he's been relegated from carry to support.
Yeah.
We'll see if he can pull this out.
30 seconds to showtime.
And there are drawings on the map here. Looks like they want to solo lane the Luna against the Clockwork, which is decent. It's okay for her. Like, she's basically, her range isn't that great, so she's kind of a mid melee hero, but should do okay against the Clockwork so long as she doesn't get hit by cogs.
There's Net coming out in Stinger, but if it's been enough to shoot him away. Oh, in the background, the Relic taking quite a bit of damage, slowed down, throws an electric array, but the race will finish him off. That's the first blood.
Oh boy.
Going the way of Not Today. That's not how we wanted this to start.
It was only a matter of time.
That's bad.
That's like the worst thing that could happen to you, because Shadow Fiend, off to a good start, he can take over mid game like no other.
Yeah, and this will force the Lina to use just a little bit of gold. Actually, she was pulled a TP scroll. So, immediately we're going to see, it looks like they kind of wanted to go for an aggressive tri-lane, but they're going to rotate up now that they've lost that kill. They don't see any kill potential here.
Yep. Right, so if you're just tuning in, this is game number 2 in the best of 3 series between Not Today and Wheel Wreck While Whistling. We joined out MLG Pro League Season 2, this is the lower bracket, and so this means this is an elimination match. Wheel is up 1-0, so they have a little bit of breathing room here. Not today though. Now or never.
Yep, indeed. It's on this bottom lane. IX Mike taking some serious harassment here. He's got some okay regen, but has yet to put an observer ward down. He's being hit really hard here by the Radiant supports. Like, they're playing so far up.
This is like the vanguards here of the creep wave.
It's like bouncers in a club.
Clear. Yeah.
Like, you're not authorized to come into this creep wave.
Also, it is not actually stacking or pulling right now, so I mean, we see Stinger right now rotating in to try and do that as Van just tries to be the solo bouncer for the time being. And Ice Mike quite struggling. I mean, Lion not with the worst base damage of the world.
Yeah, he's gonna have a rough time forced to pop a salve already. I think his goal here should just be to hit level 2, and as soon as he does, just go into the jungle with spin and call. And just try and jungle to the best of his ability. And yeah, as you mentioned, there's going to be stacks going on, but Goody actually going to pull the creep wave to it.
Derp gets caught in the cogs, he smashes right there, has one race, and a couple of right clicks here. He wanted to secure the rune, but he secured another kill going the way of Smash.
I think, like, the draft from Wheel choosing not to run the Naga as a carry could end up backfiring on them because Luna is incredibly early game oriented. Like, you want to push with her.
Yep.
And if they end up losing this early game any harder, then they could just end up giving early victory to Notoday.
Yep.
We'll see if they can pull it back.
I mean, right now Sleazel's sitting on top of the CS chart at the very least, but with 2 kills already up on Smash, it won't be too long before he has the option to start roaming around, put on some pressure, especially on his top lane here with a little bit of help from the support rotating out as well. I mean, at some point you can even leave the Juggernaut alone here for a little bit, and yeah, that's what Van is doing right now, smoked up together with Stinger. Looking for a rotation in mid.
The wave... Oh, Relic is actually going to push it forward with his spells. If he walks any farther forward, he's in big trouble. Oh, they're not even going to bother.
There's a slow coming out. Smash even has a haste rune, so yeah, that's actually a done deal already with the hacks and everything. All the spells in book. Thrown out another easy kill, and yeah, it's already starting to look a little bit different than last game, to say the least.
Oh,
we
no.
might find Alex Mike still has plenty of time left on Raze rune. There's 1 raise, there's 2 raises! That's a double kill for Smash, and that's the pass that we were hoping for here.
Oh,
Beginning
boy.
of the night.
Maybe he just needed a warm-up game.
Yeah.
He's already got 4 kills, all the kills on his team. This Shadow Fiend is styling on Wheel right now.
Don't normally look at the net worth so early, but hey, 3,200 gold already on him. With the same amount of last hits that Luna has, so... Well, speaking of Luna, they might get a kill on her here up top. It's actually doped up claiming that, so that's still nice. Can get him some quick boots.
Oh yeah, getting the experience wall is huge there. And he
that
does
as
have a
well,
smoke. They can... I think they have to rotate and try and kill Smash here.
Yeah.
They should even bring IX Mike with them, honestly.
They're smoking up now. They definitely need to make something happen, and maybe if they can make Smash overextend a little bit, they can make use of the glimpse. Otherwise, I'm not sure if they really have the lockdown to bring him down without
They don't
taking
have a
casualties.
Well, they will try. Like, even if they lose 1 or 2, getting the kill in the first place is huge.
Night Strike Array already used but missed. There's the net under the tier 1 tower though. Now Smash turns around for a raise, falls up in between some charges, and yeah, he will survive. Unfortunate to say the least.
They should have waited. Derp Derp didn't have his cooldown on Glimpse.
Okay. He uses now again just to glimpse the line back. But yeah, that was not the best executed gank. Or even if they just held on to the Light Strike Array until it really hit the net, it might have been enough lockdown to actually bring him down.
Relic getting a little too overzealous. He was just like, yeah, I got this kill for sure. I got this. And then he misses the Light Strike Array.
Well, on the right side he's almost level 6, 5.5 now. So once he hits that Laguna Blade, then there's some better kill potential for them. But before that, Van and Stinger are on the hunt again.
Oh god!
What?
The Dire better do something about that bottom tower.
Long range raise by
Oh,
Smash.
they'll find IX Mike here, and that's the call. Not quite getting it off before the hex comes out. There's the silence. Any sort of follow-up damage, there's the stun. But Sleazel's here. He does have the Eclipse. Will pop it now. Does a lot of good damage here. Both of these supports will die.
Hell's Gates.
Oh, now Smash looking for a raise, but yeah, that's a little bit too many heroes.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
So it was just 1 kill for the Luna, but
Dire's
still getting those 2
tower's
kills there
getting
is
the
really
business.
huge. And the big thing here is that IX Mike, he didn't have a great start in the offlane, but he's still out leveling the Clockwork.
Yep.
Of course, because he has been in the jungle, and Ifrit getting free farm is okay.
Well, speaking of Clockwork here, there's a glimpse available if they want to use it. There it is, back up against the Cox, and that's another
Somebody's
dark line.
cooking.
That's just the strength of the Disruptor. You can't run from him. You absolutely can't.
Yeah, and these levels
The
that he's
Dire
getting are
best
very
do
nice.
Something about that bottom tower.
He needs to max out Glimpse, and that's exactly what he's doing, so
Yep.
won't have a hard time here.
Whenever I play Disruptor, I just do exactly the wrong kinds of glimpses.
Like the ones that save the enemy, but then kill your teammates
I mean,
eventually.
I also glimpse Clockwork, but he's on my team after hooking in, so that's the kind of things that I would do, I guess.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's why I'm
Guess
behind
what's
the mic
happening to
and not
Dire's bottom tower?
playing here.
yeah,
Oh, well.
it's rough, man. Ooh, Relic trying to find a kill here.
Dire's
He has an
bottom
Indus rune
tower's
to
getting
try and
the
help him set
business.
that up. I mean, yeah, Sting is a relatively easy kill, especially with the Laguna Blade, but they know something's up. They don't see Relic anywhere. So they're gonna
Oh, yeah,
stick to
the-
safety at the tower.
They saw him pick it up here with this. They have wards on both runes, actually. I think Relic should just take this camp. Just deny that gold to the Shadow Fiend.
I think that's what he's trying to do. Maybe he's not gonna supposed to give him the stack again. Or is he? No.
No. It's best that
It
he
would have
doesn't
been
anyway.
next level, yeah, probably.
Dire's mid tower.
He gets
like,
caught
oh,
out
guys,
now, then it's all gone.
difficulties.
Oh boy. He can TP away. Stinger doesn't have a way to cancel it.
A gift from the Tempest of
Dire's
Light.
mid
There it
tower
is.
Alright.
won't last much longer.
Well played, well played.
So he steals a big stack. That's a lot of economic damage.
Yeah, it puts him closer to the Yule Scepter, already 1,000 gold, and that's the stuff of Wizardry done just like that. Almost as good as a kill.
Yeah, really. It's like it doesn't take a hero off
Guess
the map,
what's
but
happening
honestly,
to Dire's
like
bottom tower.
I'd say that's
No breaking
almost
through
better
the
at this
Dire's
point, this
structures for
early on.
now.
I mean, what happens if you kill a hero? I mean, you get gold
Dire's
yourself,
bottom tower's getting
and
the
you
business.
essentially take away gold and farming time from the other
Dire
hero.
just couldn't save
So
that
by
bottom
taking the stack, you
tower.
get gold yourself, and you also take away farm in a sense. So it's kind of
Yeah.
similar. Ooh, if we're going in deep here, looking for the Omni Slash, just not gonna range there. But he's asserting his dominance, and he can do so.
Yeah.
He's already level 8 on Juggernaut, sitting second in terms of net worth, only behind his own teammate, the Shadow Friend, who's... I mean, he lost his other stack, but he's still got one in the hard camp down here. I mean, he had one.
Okay, they've got sentries. They're gonna. Ooh, no, that actually doesn't see it. They're gonna put
What?
one last. Okay, they're gonna clear out this
yeah.
D ward. And it was actually my mistake. A correction. This isn't a Radiant
The
Observer
Dire
ward. It's
best
a Dire.
do
Apparently, I'm
something about that
colorblind.
bottom tower.
Oh well.
Well, at least I'm not the only one derping, so...
Dire's bottom tower.
At least you have the excuse that you're tired. For me, it's just. I don't know. I napped all day today.
Oh man. Was working all day.
I'm sorry. Either way, these wards, they actually could de-ward this high ground if they got vision of it, but they won't be able to as IX Mike dies to a neutral creep. Did not spend all his gold there.
Bottom tower.
It's not what you want to have happen here. Looking for a blink
Yeah.
dagger like that. Not how it
Dire
works,
best
Mike.
do something about that bottom tower.
Got a little overzealous there. Maybe he's like clearing it out for the Luna. Yeah, Luna's gonna take it.
Alright, you don't want it? Alright, thanks. I'll take it, no problem.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, she can use it too, I mean...
Dire's
Oh yeah,
mid
it's just I
tower's
think it's
having
better to
technical
get the early blink on the
difficulties.
axe
Yeah, of
Dire
course.
winning fortified
rather
their
than more gold on the
structures.
Luna.
On the bright side, Relic is getting closer and
Dire's
closer to
mid-tower,
his Yules,
Dire's
so at least you have
mid-tower,
that sort of
nothing
initiation
now.
at the ready pretty damn soon. But yeah, you do need that blink at some point.
It's gonna be a D ward here from Derp Derp putting down the kinetic field, although Ifrit does have a spin. He walks
What?
through it!
Oh,
What?
was that the bug that he used?
Yeah. Ice Frog, please fix.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered anyway, since Kinetic Field was about to expire anyway, and
Still.
yeah, he has face boots plus mask if matters. But yeah, still, I don't know. Might have been an accident, might have intentionally used it, but as it stands, it's part of the game. So just like the Fountain Hooks, kind of fair game
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, it's only. I mean, Dota is a game of who can abuse the bugs the best,
Yeah.
I guess. And in this case, it's not Today who managed to get that kill on the Disruptor. That slows him down a bit. It delays his start to level 6.
Dire's bottom
This is kind of
tower
the similar
getting
strategy
business.
that you see with the Juggernaut. He goes through the Mask of Madness and then walks into the jungle. In this situation, they're doing the same thing except with a Luna, as they do spot this ward out from the Radiant. Ooh, Goody disconnects there.
Yeah, he saw the ward and was like, "Screw it, man."
I hate this ward. I'm
I hate
out.
this, yeah, like Doka.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Were you playing with us there?
I wasn't
Indian
in it.
house?
I saw the Skype chat rage
Yeah.
though. The warding of the jungle in 2015. Burger gets
This a
incredibly
glorious
salty.
day.
Still, this is basically the same strategy where it's like Luna can go into the jungle, she gets a Helm of the Dominator, and she's got an Alpha Wolf following her now. So, just goes into the jungle, frees it up for Derp to hit level 6. Goody should also get level 6. Oh, he's already got it. So,
got level 6, Derp will get it from the next creep wave here. Oh, no, from this creep wave, in fact.
I mean, just think about it. Like, look at this clockwork. He's level 5. He's not even level 6 yet, as opposed to level 6 Naga Siren and level 6 Disruptor, and then Scarith Mage, currently sitting at level 4. We saw this last game. It just seems that we'll know how to prioritize getting levels on their supports a lot better than Notoday do.
Yep. I mean, it really comes down to Clockwork just having a bad time up in lane. I mean, you can excuse that a little bit, I suppose. When they're for Stinger, he's falling behind quite a bit, simply because they haven't really been able to get... I mean, they've been able to get some kills and some from their rotations, but not quite as much. They also spend quite a lot of time just walking across, and the ratio on that is just not as good as two supports keeping soaking some lane XP and also soaking the experience from the pulls.
The only thing I would worry about in this situation is just that IX Mike is falling behind on his Blink Dagger timing, but it looks like Sleazel is going to free up the jungle for him on this time. He's going to go stack the Ancients once more and then farm that with his Alpha Wolf, and then IX Mike will have free reign of the jungle while the supports take the safe lane. So, overall, good strategy. Oh, Sleazel actually not going to go.
Not yet anyway. There's some creeps left, and he wouldn't have gotten a stack anyway this minute.
Oh well. Still, Derp getting that D ward off. The sick D wards. Just limiting more vision of Notoday. They only have vision. Well, they actually don't have any vision now.
Yeah.
Completely blind across the map.
Ideally you want it in. Oh, there's a close range hookshot here, but it's on Goody, and the glimpse back comes out, so they don't even need to use the song. Or maybe they do. Oh, does not get it off here, but there's this Direct Storm catching Van, but everyone else was caught outside of it, so making a 2-for-1 trade. 2 supports for 1 is suddenly Notoday just collapsing on his top lane. Didn't quite see that coming, man.
Good to get those kills on the supports.
You know the drill.
It's huge that the Naga Siren doesn't get the song off there.
Yeah.
Dire's lost the
It felt like she didn't need it with the glimpse back, but then everyone else suddenly came in, and that point was too late.
I mean, ultimately, I think they probably still lose that top tier 1 tower, because they didn't have any rotations. Like the Luna still working on a Yasha, doesn't want to try and fight there into 4, and they didn't have anybody else on call.
You know the drill.
Relic and IX Mike making the decision that they don't want to fight there either. So they still lose the tower. It's just that Notoday end up getting the 2 supports as a bonus.
Yep. Also that Relic and IX Mike are still short of their core items. I mean, Relic is pretty damn close to the Yules, but it's not quite there just yet. And IX Mike, we talked about it before. He's also closing in on his Blink Dagger. He's gonna have it in 1 or 2 more minutes. Just that not quite there yet.
And this is good by Derp. Like, he's had this smoke for a while now. It's not the one that they used to gank mid, but they're going to group up now. IX Mike doesn't actually have the Blink Dagger. I think as soon as he gets it, you want to smoke as a group. Like, just the 2 supports and IX Mike, you show Sleazel in lane, maybe, and then try and find a kill onto a stronger hero. Oh, they're just going to use it now. They love proving me wrong. They will just go now before the Blink Dagger, which could be a big mistake. They're gonna go and take Roche, I think, actually. This is better, because if they go for a kill and they fail, it's a huge loss for IX Mike. If he dies, he loses more gold, and potentially delays
Illusion, though, is gonna scout it out, so that's also going to fail. There's smoke or not to counteract that. Doesn't look like it. They're not moving towards the Roche pit. I mean, of course, the Illusion is still scouting out everything that's going on. So, yeah, kind of waste, but
now.
I don't think they'll go back in, though. A little bit too risky with not knowing about it. Yeah.
That's why playing against the Clockwork's really annoying. Like, it's kind of similar to how Beastmaster functions, where the vision is one of the best aspects of getting the hero. As Clockwork does pick up an early Blade Mail, still sitting on normal boots. I'm not too sure how I feel about this item pickup, especially considering that they have Glimpse, which I think they'll want to use on him pretty much every single team fight.
Yeah.
See
I
if
don't
they
know,
can make it
anything
pay off.
short of a BKB, you're not going to be able to counteract the Glimpse, so maybe it's just best to go in, beat a Glimpse target, and then try and come back anyway, but then the 4-staff or extra mobility would have been the better first choice, I guess.
Possibly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh well.
Maybe you just want to make sure that you can, if Luna just tries to turn the Eclipse on you, maybe the stop does not that. Oh wow, what the hell was that? That was a 3-man hook, but it does not quite get the cogs off. And now Glimpse back, there's a song keeping 2 of them here in the woods. It's gonna be Sting and Valkyria. And yeah. Oh, nice double stun here from Van, but there's a kinetic field. And Stake Stone combination on Clockwork. He's not long for the wall. Dota almost gonna fall. But not quite. Almost is not the game that Dota is. Buyback even from Lion, but not gonna get anything out of it. I don't think.
That's a. They have to get a tower off.
Yeah,
of
they
this
have
or
to
else
now.
His buyback is going to be a waste.
mid-tower
But I think
won't
with
last
Aegis
much
and
longer.
considering that all the big ultimates were used pretty much from Wheel, they're going to take this for basically free.
Yeah,
You still have Luna's
ult.
Dire's mid-tower's having
She just doesn't want to
difficulties.
participate in team fights at all. They're pinging
Yes,
her. They
especially
just
with
Dire
Creep, if
couldn't
the
hang
ultimate
on
is
to
not
that
going to do nearly
mid-tower.
enough. And you just open yourself up to just being bursted down, controlled
Radiant's
up.
top tower
You really
is in
need the
bad
BKB
shape.
if you want to fight. Then you hit a little bit of a sweet spot. That sweet
This is
spot
actually-
is also not really long, because early on you rely a lot on your magic damage to do anything in fights, until you get your core damage items up.
Valkyria looking for a kill here on Sleazel. I think he's going to get it, because if Luna
Guess
pops
what's
the ultimate
happening to
when the
Dire's
Blade
bottom
Mail's
tower?
activated, she's actually just going to die.
Yeah.
They will take another T2 here. It looks like Wheel just don't want to fight.
The Dire best do something about that
It's
bottom
really hard
tower.
to fight into this. So I do agree with that, but yeah, the downside is they're losing a lot of map control. So they're looking for some trade-off here. They're gonna get Valkyria. There's teleport directions though. It does get the hook shot off as well. There's a dunk. And there's the finger of death as well. Ike's Mike still in tower range, so he will fall. Nice stun, only on the wolf though. Almost
Radiant's
thought he
mid-tower's getting
killed Cecil
banged
there as
up.
well, but yeah,
Putting damage onto a T3.
we're looking for trade-offs, but can't even get close to the tier 1s
Radiant's mid-tower's
without having to
coming
work for it. There's a glimpse back, but it's
boy.
actually getting cancelled by the Omni Slash. And that's Goody going down.
And he uses the Static Storm there. This is huge.
Yeah.
Like, Wheel are playing this really well. Wheel are not today are not playing. How do I English? Not today are playing really well in this situation. They're pressing their advantage. They're making the most out of the fact that they have so much farm on their Juggernaut and their Shadow Fiends, and abusing the fact that this Luna is just not participating at all.
Would you say they're rolling over a wheel?
I
no
would
space?
say, screw you. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to put it. They're abusing the fact that this Luna pick and the Naga Siren pick haven't really done a whole lot.
Yeah. Well, it still might, but if Goody has any aspirations for Radiance, then that is a long way away.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna have that anytime soon to rely upon to get them back into this game. And yeah, not today. Looking like a different team than last game. It may just be like that. Hey, okay,
Mystical.
we know we're better than them. We can, yeah.
They got rid of Mystical, win Dota, put Von, like take Von off
Radiant's
carry,
bottom
put him
tower's
on
seen better
support,
days.
make Ifrit the carry, and then it's all easy.
Yeah. So Secret should pick up Mystical, then kick them, and then maybe win a LAN. Is that what
Trouble
you're saying?
brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
No, they have to
The Dire
get
might
Eternal
wanna
Envy,
mine
kick
that
him,
top tower.
or then EE would be leaving Cloud9, so then they would win.
Radiant's bottom
You'd have the
tower ain't a
Paradox.
pretty sight right now. Dire's top
Either way,
tower's
I think
gone.
not today are gonna take high ground here. There's
There
not a
goes
whole lot
Radiant's
Wheel
bottom
can do.
tower.
They do have all their ultimates, but
Dire's top
yeah,
tower's
Relic will
getting
TP
beat
back.
down.
Does Sleazel have a TP? He does. He
Can
has
you
full
really
mana
afford to give
space.
up high ground like that, though? I mean, you do have
No,
the song to initiate or try and get out of trouble if things get too hairy. So you do have to blink on Ice Mike, but Smash actually blinked you forward first. Now lift it up into the air. There's a stun. He might
Doesn't have
fall.
Aegis.
There's the Laguna Blade, and the dunk is missed. And yeah, it doesn't have the Aegis anymore. Oh, he didn't have the Aegis to begin with. If it gets glimpsed back here, he will fall and pop that immediately. And yeah, the rest of Notoday
need
not
to
quite in
use-
position to come. There's nice song here to isolate him on top of the static storm. And Sleazel does not get the ultimate off though. After the Manta style, he will. And that's Ifrit going down for good. Sleazel pretty damn low, but still on the hunt. Stinger lifted up into the air by Relic. One more loosened beam should finish him off. And that's a 5-man wipe. Full 5-man wipe.
Oh boy.
Holy crap. How did this happen, man? That was just really well executed.
Smash getting way too cocky.
Yeah.
He was like,
He
man,
blinked-
I got this. I have a BKB, a Yule Scepter. There's no way I die here. Didn't even pop the BKB. Just dies.
He blinked into Lina's. He blinked into Relic's Yules, into the
Yeah.
standard Light Strike Array combo. It's really hard to BKB out of that, even if it's well timed like this. Yeah, blown out by the Laguna Blade, and then Ifrit getting glimpsed back.
carry on.
And I really love that song usage as well.
Yeah, the
Gotta
song
give props
was
to Gudu there.
incredible. Like, that was so next level. They used it over the kinetic field so that he wouldn't get... Because there's 0 cast point on Omni Slash. They need to use that before he respawns so that he doesn't get it off before the kinetic field and the static storm silences him first. So they
Radiant's
immediately
top
cancel
tower's
it.
hurting.
Doesn't get an Omni Slash off or a Blade Fury. Or it's 0 cast point on Blade Fury and Omni Slash does, but either way. They managed to get that kill there, which is huge, and they're basically back in this game.
Yep. Take a quick look at the graphs, and yeah, it shows about 8,000 ahead. We're not today before that, and now 2,500 is all that stands between them and the 0 mark. Experience even well in favor of Wheel now at about 3,000, so that was a big deal. Missed the fight recap because it was too stunned by how great of a play that was. So
It was too good. Wheel have definitely turned back and have become the ones to do the wrecking instead. As opposed
Radiant's
to the
mid
beginning of the
tower's
game.
coming
As
apart.
Ooh, Sleazel actually does get that stack
Radiant's
off. Nice by him.
toughened up their
So
structures.
his farm is accelerating. He's working on a BKB and he will have it
Radiant's
relatively
mid
quickly.
tower could use a
I like
hand.
this. Sometimes we see Luna players go for... Oh, they're
Radiant's
actually going
mid
to
tower
continue to
ain't
push
doing
top.
so
I don't
good.
know about this.
well, there's no song this time. There's no clips for another 20 seconds either.
Van? Alright.
Interesting position.
If he gets spotted here,
The
he
Dire
is super
might
dead.
wanna mine that top tower.
Well, tier 3 goes down. Nice call from Ike's Mike on top of the kinetic field. Smash does get the ultimate also on a couple of BKBs, so that's Axe going down. Nice 2-man Sunny from Van, blinking in the back. Goody will fall. Relic as well. Caught in the wrong spot. No buyback for him. Ike's Mike will buy back though. Wheel, derp. Will survive for the time being, but is out of commission for the fight. Now Ike's Mike looking for another blink call. Tries to go again.
Oh, no.
There's the eclipse, but no blackmail from Clockwood. Ike's Mike though caught with the silence. Completely locked down. He's Sleazel trying to do what he can, but he just does not have enough juice. Derp forces another right click. Sleazel,
down.
yeah, will be able to make it out, but he'll have to heal, so that's a set of racks down.
That Dire's top
BKB
ranks.
timing just a little bit too late here for him. Both him
Dire's
as well as
top
Ike's Mike.
ranks.
It was working towards it
Didn't
as
make
well. Now with the
Yeah.
buyback gold down the drain.
Dire's top racks is taking Dire's top racks.
I don't think
is
this
all
is
to pieces.
GG. They can still turtle it out. They do have a Luna who's one of the
Yeah.
better creep wave clearers. And they do have a Lina too, who's awesome at clearing creeps. But it's rough from here on out. I think the big thing there was that Sleazel didn't have his Eclipse off cooldown when the first fight broke out. So they got a good initiation by Axe Mike, and they had a decent Static Storm, but Smash was able to get the BKB off, channels a Requiem, and destroys them. Lion also got a good 2-man Impale, so his hiding spot actually paid off.
Oh, well, so just with that, the advantage for not today
Radiant's
almost
bottom
back up to
tower's
what it
seen better
was.
days.
Experience once again crossing the 0 line. But yeah, I would agree. Wheel's not out of it yet. Well, plenty of tools available to repeat their performance earlier with the team-wide Relic with the Aghanim Scepter up and running. Only level 2 for now, but that's still 675 pure damage. Which is quite a bit here, and definitely needed up against the BKB from the Shadow Fiend.
Oh yeah, definitely. They need to be able to blow her up as Derp puts a aggressive ward down. Good thing he doesn't go much farther into the jungle. They did actually see rotations from this ward, so I don't even know how he's getting in to put these wards down, but they've been a good source of information for now. Burst does spawn. I think not today just take this for free, but if Wheel don't contest, they could just end up losing off of it.
Yeah. how do you contest this? I mean, there's a clockwork around, he's able to
Radiant's
scout out the
mid-towers
surroundings,
get banged up.
he's always able to just hookshot in and disrupt the fight in a
They have to
favorable
smoke
position
him.
for your team, so...
Radiant's
And
mid.
maybe you
gonna
can catch
smoke
someone on the exit. Go for some exit kills, I can see us go,
Roche
but
just got stomped by the Radiant.
I don't
They
know.
have to get something.
Radiant's
Like they
mid-tower's
use the
coming
smoke as
apart.
well. They see the retreats from Notoday, but they're not gonna go for it. It looks like they're trying to find something. Like they're still sticking around. No, they're gonna back up.
Nothing here to grab, I mean... You know that there's gonna be a 5-man unit down there, so if you walk in like that, I mean, chances are you could run into a Juggernaut who can...
Radiant's mid-tower's getting banged
who has the
up.
Aegis, so even if you kill him, he's gonna come back with the rest of his team re-engaging. Chances are you run into Smash and pops a BKB
Radiant's
and turns on you.
mid-tower could use a hand.
And he's quite tanky now with the Skadi as well, so you can't really burst him down quickly, even if you get the call on him either, so...
Yeah, I think they have
Here's what's
to.
happening to
With
Dire.
They have to unload
oh, there's the
basically.
blink call, gets it on Smash, and now hacks up though. There's the hook shot into the Song of the Siren. So now Wheel says no fun. There's a nice kinetic field here on 2 heroes. Lethal with the ultimate. 2 heroes down. Off of that, one of that is the Aegis. Smash the life on the couple of BKB. Man moding up against Lethal, and he's the real man here, bringing down Axe as well. Triple kill for Stinger of all people. And then it has to be GG. At least the bottom side of Rax will get down. Buyback only on Sleetle. But I don't think him and Broly can clutch this.
The Dire's bottom racks got
So
problems.
ultimately, Smash getting off to that 4-0 lead super early was not great for Wheel, as they will call GG and they'll try to come back next game. I
I've brought
A fond farewell to the
think
Dire's
ultimately
bottom
the big
barracks.
mistake
The
there was that
Radiant done it.
the Luna didn't have enough impact. Like her ultimates
Yeah.
were nice, but against a push strat, when you've got all those creeps, they tank it up for the heroes.
Yep. The problem with Luna is, I mean, early on you're relatively strong with game 2 of this best of 3 series between Wheel Wreck while whistling, which is a really hard team name to say, and I think they should change it. And Not Today, the Peruvian squad here, hoping to pull it out, make it maybe a 1-1 at least, and hopefully a 2-1 victory to actually move on in the joinDOTA Pro League Season 2. If they don't, if they lose here, then they're out of it for good for this season, so not what they want. And
Dire's banned.
yeah, Turbo, he's my co-caster for the night once more for this game 2 as well. I don't know, I seem to remember Not Today being better than this. I mean, they actually... honestly, in sorry, but in the last game
10 seconds to go.
they looked really... I don't
Radiant's
know.
banned.
Holy
They look-
shit, man!
they
You're
look
gonna
beside
get
the game.
blamed so hard.
I'm sorry, but
What a way to open. I mean, yeah, I agree. They played really well in the past. They got
Yeah.
to the
Mm.
first
10
land.
seconds to go.
I mean, in the I-League 3 even, that's the most recent matchup up against Wheel was in the I-League 3 qualifiers, and they won 2-1, so
Dire's
it's not like
banned.
these teams are on a whole different level, theoretically. That wasn't too long ago, it was earlier this month. So, what do you think is going on with Not Today?
Could be
10
could just
seconds to
be
go.
that their strat didn't work out. Like some things work well in theory. Maybe you have a few
5
scrims
seconds.
and you say like, yeah, this could work. Like pulling out the Necrophos last pick.
Reserve
Maybe
time.
they've experimented with it and had good success, or maybe Van was just like, man, give me the Necrophos, like we can do this. Some players are notorious for that, like Arteezy with his Lycanthrope at the last Star Ladder EG
Radiant's
attended.
banned.
Where like the drafter will say, what can I get you that'll like allow us to win, and they'll say like, give me this. Sometimes it doesn't work out, and that's probably just one of those cases, and we'll see if they
10
can pull it back
seconds
game
to
2.
go.
For all, like, I do a lot of flaming of
5
teams,
seconds.
Not Today being one of them, but I genuinely think that they're a good team. They have a lot of potential.
Reserve
It's just
time.
up to them to realize it, and that first game
Radiant's
maybe
pick.
wasn't such a great indicator, but in the second game they open with a pretty potent combination. Try and pull it together.
Yeah, the Clockwork Skywrath, I mean, you see it sometimes, and when it works, when they actually get this combination, which is relatively easy to pull off if you land that hookshot in the first place and the Skywrath is anywhere near in the vicinity, then yeah, the cogs are pretty much an
10
arena for
seconds to
that
go.
Mystic Flare to go off. about as good of a setup as any
5
here, together
seconds.
with the battery assault and everything else that the Clockwork has inherently. And you only have to be careful not to run into a
Reserve
blade
time.
mail if you catch someone like an axe, for example. But apart from that, that should allow you to blow up someone and then maybe isolate the team fight, or isolate part of the team fight. You know, isolate
Yeah,
one half of
and-
the team from the other, and then command and conquer,
And
divide and conquer, I should say.
Yeah, the main difference I see here with their strat, because like they had a similar idea with the last game, where it's like, hey, we're gonna get our heroes in, we get out, we get in, we blow somebody up, and then we get out. Although their heroes were a little more item dependent, they needed the
Dire's
Necrophos to
pit.
get his levels and farm, to jump in with the scythe. I don't
Radiant's
think we saw a
pit.
single scythe kill that game. Whereas
Nope.
in this case, the Clockwork, as soon as he hits level 6, you've basically got what you need. You can just hookshot in, and it's entirely dependent on your ability to hit those hooks. And then the
Dire's
Scarith
pit.
Mage, of course, needs to be level 6 as well, so they'll need to... I like this decision here by them to draft the Juggernaut and the Lion. Because as we saw last game, Juggernaut just goes into the jungle, and then one of the supports can take over to get XP. I think in this situation, they'll be a little torn between the Lion and the Scarith Mage, like who gets it. I think ultimately maybe the Lion, but having that kill potential with the Scarith Mage at level 6 is actually really good.
Radiant's
On the other
bane.
hand, if you get the line to level 6 early, you also have the same kind of kill potential as well from his ultimate. So
Yeah,
it
this is
doesn't
just
really
higher
matter.
cooldown.
Yeah. Yeah, higher cooldown, and you don't have
160
that.
seconds is really serious.
That's true, and you don't also have
10
that science,
seconds
that
to
magic
go.
damage amplification to go with it that a Scarf Mage can provide you with.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I would agree. But what I do like the Lion for is his
Dire's
skills up
bane.
against the Naga Siren. No matter how tanky these illusions get, you're always going to be able to pop them pretty damn quickly with the hacks, as well as the 5-second
Radiant's
cooldown
pit.
mana drain later on. So you do have the potential to start and fight up against the Naga Siren illusions at the very least. Doesn't mean that you're necessarily able to push past them and get the actual Naga Siren if it comes
Yeah.
at a point where she gobbles up the entire map.
And I like this Naga pick a lot. They don't even have to run it as a core. Like, they could easily do this support Naga
Yeah.
Siren if they feel.
10
The entire
seconds to
point of it
go.
here is just to the ability to disengage. Like,
5
she just
seconds.
lets the song go. Disruptor can send people back if he needs to. Like, if the Naga Siren gets caught
Reserve
by the
time.
Clockwork, then just send him back. Then Naga Siren can disengage with the song. They all run away. And then Axe can be set up for a good call, too.
Another thing they can do is with the song, not just disengage, but also if they can time it well with the Juggernaut spin, they might just be able to isolate him as well with the net, make sure that he can't really do anything, and get him instead, while the rest of his team can't really do anything about it as well. It's a little bit harder to pull off, and not as reliable as using the song to just bail out. But it's something to look out for as well. I mean, same goes for BKBs if Juggernaut and Clockwork end up picking those up.
Yeah, this game will probably go pretty long. As is,
Yeah.
I mean, either with the Naga Siren game, it's either you get stomped, or you
Dire's
go
pit.
late, you go the distance. And against this draft, like, Shadow Fiend and Juggernaut kind of fall off a little bit in the late game compared to Naga. Like, not to say that they're weak by any means, but it's just comparatively.
Yeah, I would agree. Problem is with Naga, you don't only have to deal with the hero itself, you also have to deal with the illusions that can become quite strong and can do quite a bit of damage here with diffusal blades and all of that cool jazz. I mean,
10
as I mentioned,
seconds
you
to
do
go.
have